Yesterday I went to a garage sale, and as you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff. Yeah. And I don't usually make this sort of video for a number of reasons, one of which is I'm very annoying as a presenter, aren't I? But since I take forever to make videos, I haven't even... The Epidioskope I got a month or two ago, I still haven't done anything about that at all. And yeah, most of this was never going to get any feature at all, so I thought I'd just make one of these. So yeah, first I got this turntable. It's in terrible condition, but it was cheap and Philips is usually quite good. Don't have the changer spindle for it. I completely forgot to even look for it, but I doubt I would have been able to find it. But it does have this short spindle. I do have spare ones, but this one's a different one to the normal sort, so oh well. I'll just be using it for single records, if I can even get it working properly, because this mat looks a bit cracked, and we'll see. Anyway, then there's all this stuff. I've seen these before, and when I saw them I immediately got them. They're these wireless intercoms, and you can just plug them in. And they're just like walkie-talkies, but plug in and they sit around the house. We gave them a quick test and they seem to work. Got this foot switch also by Realistic. It's still in its box. It's just a foot switch. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but it might come in useful. TV aerial, I wanted another one. This one's pretty cool because you can adjust it by doing that. Unfortunately, it's got a bend in it, so you can only really keep it in that position if you want it to look nice, and it mightn't impede its working as well. See, not sure how I'll fix that. Got this clock radio. I've plugged it in. I should have plugged it in there, but I completely forgot about that. But plugged it in here, and clock works, radio doesn't. So I'll have to see if I can figure that out. Big ammeter. Don't need an explanation. Big ammeter. Why wouldn't I get that? And then the telephones. This one's just some sort of wall mount one, but without a dial, which is interesting. So it's only for answering, or maybe for a place where they still just had an operator. No sort of automatic calling. This one, I think, is the most interesting one. It's a Codaphone 1550 or 1550. And it says remote command, and it seems to have sort of answering machine functions here. Now, what I don't know is whether that's inside this unit or if it's some sort of remote control thing. Because on the one hand it says remote command, which suggests it might be a separate unit that does the answering and all that, but this thing weighs enough to have something in it other than just a telephone, so maybe the remote command means you can use other handsets or other telephones to... I don't know. Who knows what they mean by remote command. But I'll get this cleaned up and see if I can still use it, because it's pretty cool. Oh, and this thing's actually wall mounted. Although I couldn't figure it out until I found this screw, because there's no hooks on the back. You actually screw it into the wall. And that's why there's all this white paint stuff on it. I think they got paint all over it and it's been scrubbed because it's rather scratched up. Stapler. Just a giant stapler. Wanted one for a while, for the occasional project. Funnel. And I got a clothes brush. These originally would have gone in a set, but this was the only one I could find. And then there's this old toaster, which I only got because I need one of these for a record player, a portable record player I got years ago, but I haven't been able to find one of these at the correct price and in the right shape. I've got two others. One was rectangular without the rounded edges and did not fit. And the other one I didn't actually bother testing because while I bought it, it looked very flimsy. I didn't feel very confident in actually trying to use it. So, there you go. And it's also a very nice retro design. I didn't think they made this style, this flips down style, so late, because it looks like 70s, and I thought the pop-up toasters would won by then. Unfortunately, a bit of damage to this side, the other side looks better. But oh well. Now, you may have noticed this big box. It's not any stereo equipment or anything. I'll give you a look as to what it is once I move all the things I pile onto it. But if you can read upside down, which most people probably can, you can find out what that says. Because it is, indeed, a projection screen. There you go. It's this glass projection screen that you put the projector on an angle and project onto it, and apparently it'll be bright enough that you can use it in full daylight, as it says. Maximum picture brightness in full daylight. Anyway, again, I don't actually know how much any of this cost individually because we just got priced in bundles, but couldn't resist something like this to give it a shot. We've got a 8mm projector somewhere and a few films. Actually, I've got a 16mm film too, but I don't have any projector for it. And it smells like vinegar, so that's probably not good. There's one more thing that I got. Probably the worst one, and you can see it here. A mimeograph. Of course I got a mimeograph. Now it's got... Oh, there we go. Yep, it's Gestetner, apparently, and it's got its lid as well, or its cover. It's 120, whatever that's supposed to mean. Unfortunately, the cover's all rusted, but the machine's in reasonably good shape. I have no idea how to use any of these. Yeah, how to use one of these or anything, but again, it didn't cost anything because I just wanted to get rid of it because no one else would be stupid enough to pick one of these things up except for me. And yeah, you can see it's dirty inside. It's got this silk thing. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Although I do know that I did figure out that these levers here, one here and there was one here, release these rollers here. And then it also means you can move everything. I don't know, everything seems to be loose. So I suppose that would be for loading it or something. And these are still quite inky. So yeah, they're right about that ink getting everywhere. But yeah, the base is is very dirty, maybe a bit rusty too. And it's got some controls here or something. Oh well, just a quick little video of all my bad decisions of yesterday. Oh well. And show the back, which looks quite concerning. Looks like some mould or something, along with some spider nests. So yeah, the cover may have protected most of it, but not all of it. Anyway, yep, lots of purchases. Yep, bad decisions. Which hopefully will give me some fun over the next few weeks or months, or whenever I actually get to doing anything with them. Now, how do I manage to always forget at least one thing? So this is another one of the reasons I don't make these off-the-cuff videos. I always forget stuff anyway, so I have to plan ahead. Anyway, I got quite a few books. Got some photography books, which is great. Well, quite a few. But I also got these books, which are very interesting. As you can see, they're in their original boxes. Let's see if I can get them out. Here you go. I've seen these at op shops every so often, but usually not with the cover and not in the box. But they're it's a very beautiful book. I'll just be careful because my hands I've cleaned my hands, but don't want to get marks on them. But as you can see, very nice colour illustrations. Gilding. Yes, very pretty books. So yes, this is the Queen Elizabeth's coronation book. And there's also this one, which is a Royal Tour of Australia in Pictures. This is also a very interesting one. Royal Tour of Australia and New Zealand in Pictures. Yes. I wonder if they changed this paper for depending on who... Depending on which country it was sold, because this one just says Australia in Pictures. But when you take the dust cover off, it's Royal Tour of Australia and New Zealand. So, yeah, I do wonder if they swapped that and swapped the colour of the stars. And maybe swap that too. Who knows? I mean, probably not. But, yeah, they're always going to be second. Again, always going to be second. But here you go. This is Art Wellington. But I know there's some colour pictures in here. Here we go. And now I've actually got some pictures on a scrap of film. Let's see if I can find it, but that was there. I've got they're colour slide pictures that I found on a scrap of film that came in a bag of camera stuff, and they're of the royal visit or royal tour from, I think this is 1953 or something. That are of that, and they're stereo photos that were taken, looking to the town hall, and I found that because I recognised the curtains, and I unfortunately cannot find the picture, so oh well. I saw it in here earlier, but it was here, and then there's these decorative curtains up on the balcony. I know I saw it in this book earlier, but again, this is another reason I need to prepare things, because I can never find things when I want to. But yeah, there you go. Some interesting books, and yeah, the photography ones seem interesting too. I haven't really looked into them yet, but I'm sure they will be very interesting, because at least a few of them seem to be from Kodak or something. But here we go. Here it is. See those drapes and things? There in the picture. Yeah, you see that in the picture. So I've got in the pictures I've got. Actually, find them in a video. I'll probably link that in the description. But there you go. And this is just going on and on. But I think I'll cut it off there. Bye.